Hey guys, this is Peteonthebeat. This video I would like to dedicate to answer two questions. Both of those questions come from the same person. The person is Pano22 or Peno22. Please excuse me if I don't pronounce your name correctly. So without further ado, I would like to firstly show both of those comments, and then I'm gonna do my best in order to provide the answer. So here's the first question. Hey Pete, question for you. I woke up 9 hours fasted, my blood sugar was 4.6, then I lifted weights. Hour later I checked my blood sugar again, 16 hours fasted and it was 5. Why did it go up? So first of all, I can assure you that there is nothing you should be afraid of, there is nothing you should worry about. This is completely normal. My blood glucose levels are a bit higher intra-workout, if I can put it like this. What I mean by that is, if for example I bring my glucometer at the gym and I measure my blood glucose levels, that is something I was doing for quite a while figuring out all of the foods that work best for me. My blood glucose levels are always a bit higher. Actually, they're the same such as yours, around the 5.0 mark. Typically I stay between 4.3 to 4.6 during the entire day, except during my workouts. And in order to help you understand better, I'm gonna put it like this. I believe this is something pretty similar to what they call the dawn phenomenon. You're gonna be able to find out more in the book. What happens is your body your body converts some of the already stored glycogen and fat into the glucose, and it pushes it in your bloodstream in order to give you more energy. During the dawn phenomenon, this happens during the early hours of the day in order to get your body going. This is the best way I can describe it, and I believe this is something like an additional energy for your workout. This is how you should look on it. It's nothing you should be concerned of. I can assure you those ranges are completely normal. I stay between 4.3 and 4.6 because I eat mostly ketogenic foods, you see, and my body mostly runs on ketones. And when your body runs on ketones, your blood glucose levels are a bit lower. This is a pretty common scenario. And by the way, according to most of the studies, below 5.6 is completely normal. I can assure you shouldn't be afraid of anything. The second question is actually related to the 48-hour fast subject. On your 48-hour fasts, have you noticed on the second day caffeine coffee causes brain fog and hinders your ability to stay in that laser focus? I was studying for an exam and noticed that at the end of the first day and the second day after taking caffeine coffee, once the caffeine coffee wore off, the laser focus was back. I always time my 48-hour fast, so the second day falls on the exam day and I have aced every exam since I've done that. Congratulations. I don't know what to say. This is a great thing. Congratulations. I also picked up that book by Dr. Funk and will be listening to it this week. Great videos, keep up the good work. So thank you for the comment and everything. What I would like to recommend you to try is, first of all, as the other guy already recommended you, try to drink more water. Most definitely try to keep yourself hydrated. I would like to also recommend you to take supplements during the whole 48-hour fast. This is the thing that I changed from 2015 when I was eating 5 meals per week. Nowadays, when I do the 48-hour fasts, I do all of my supplements as well. I take magnesium, vitamin D, I take vitamin C, and I also started taking L-theanine. L-theanine is something that a lot of people stuck with caffeine or coffee in order to potentiate the good effects of the coffee and basically counteract the negative effects, such as the anxiety and the jitters and all of that stuff, because a lot of people get jitters from coffee. A lot of people also stack the L-theanine with other stuff, like with some heavier compounds. But the thing that I would like to recommend you is to try to take supplements, try to stay hydrated. Do not forget to consume salt along with your supplements, like some high quality salts, preferably high in iodine. This, for me, at least for me, this thing makes huge difference. Like, I always stick with organic beans. This is something that I found because of the bulletproof methods and all of that stuff. Back in the day when I was drinking coffee, especially for example the capsules, if you're familiar with those capsule espressos, they were giving me like shitload of jitters, shitload of anxiety, and those negative effects were always followed by some crash and some brain fog and some effects similar to those you're explaining in that comment. So when I started doing only organic coffees and whatnot, and I also switched the actual brewing methods that I use. I switched all of the espressos for French presses and Americanos, but there is another thing that I would like to encourage you to do. Try to reset your caffeine tolerance. Try to drink less coffee and then try to drink the bulk of your coffee on the second day. When it's game time, like when it's the time for your exam, try to drink only good quality coffees like organic. You can do the Bulletproof brand, you can do the Own It, the Caveman coffee. By the way, I believe you can do all of the Rainforest certified and all of the Rainforest organic approved. I never had any problems with any of the brands that are certified or approved by this alliance, the Rainforest Alliance. If you are based in Europe, you can also search for this certificate. I will show you an actual picture. It is like the European flag with a leaf. I don't know how to call it in French, but it says biological agriculture. Most of the coffees, not only most of the coffees nowadays, but actually most of the foods that I consume have that certificate, and I actually really fuck with that certificate because it is organic. It's not beyond organic, but it's a lot more affordable. I'm not sure what brewing methods you use, but try to stick with French presses and Americanos. What I found is that the French presses and the Americanos, they give me that almost like long-lasting, sustaining release of caffeine. It's a lot better because I do few sips here and there during the whole day, and it keeps me going, and there are no crashes, there is no like withdrawal, and there is no brain fog. So try all of those things for a while and let me know in the comment section under this video. By the way, just in case you want to find out more, you can click on the link in the description box down below and you're gonna be able to read the full blog post. So right now guys, I'm leaving you with some additional gym footage I filmed yesterday, some arm training and whatnot. This is exactly how I look. This is my conditioning year round, without any dieting, without any restriction. And the last thing that I would like to say before I wrap up for the whole video is I would like to ask you what kind of videos you would like to see, what kind of videos you would want me to do. So yeah, this is basically everything for now. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Stay tuned for more. Peace and I'm out.